really your house. Bob and I are just given the privilege of living here for 4 years, but we're trying to do a wonderful job representing the people of Virginia. So thank you for coming this morning for a tea, and I hope the tea is good. We love to make our own tea around here. But today we're celebrating the 46th United Nations International Literacy Day, which annually falls on the 8th of September, which is tomorrow, to raise people's awareness and concern for literacy issues in the world. The good news is that there are now close to 4 billion literate people in the world. However, literacy for all, children, youths, and adults, is still an unaccomplished goal and an ever-moving target. According to UNESCO, about 774 million adults lack minimum literacy skills. 1 in 5 adults is still not literate, which is true in the United States, and 2/3 of that are women. 2/3 of them are women. About 75 million children are out of school, and many more attend irregularly or drop out. We are fortunate here in Virginia that 25 years ago, my friend and then First Lady, Jeannie Belials, decided to take on the issue of literacy in our Commonwealth by creating the Virginia Literacy Foundation. And Jeannie, hi. The Virginia Literacy Foundation provides funding and technical support to volunteer private literacy organizations throughout Virginia through its grants, its training, and direct consultation. These literacy organizations teach adults who read at the lowest reading levels. In a few minutes, we will hear more about an important project funded by Verizon to strengthen the work of these organizations. In addition, the foundation works with pre-K children and their families in a program called Excel, Excellence in Children's Early Language and Literacy, which brings together families, early childhood educators, community resources, and early literacy specialists with the goals of ensuring that children receive the learning opportunities necessary to develop early language and literacy skills necessary for later reading success. 9 years ago, the Virginia Literacy Foundation established the Literacy Institute at Virginia Commonwealth University, which is a partnership with the VCU School of Education, who provides training and technical assistance in the field through the Virginia Adult Learning Resource Center. It also conducts research development in adult and early literacy to improve literacy in our Commonwealth. I want to note here that the Institute has brought in over $28 million in grants and contracts since it began. I understand that the Dean of the VCU School of Education, Dr. Christine Walter Thomas, is with us today. Hi, Dr. Thomas. Thank you for coming. So it's my great pleasure to introduce and thank Jeannie for your commitment to this important issue for over 25 years and the impact the foundation has made and continues to make for Virginians all across our Commonwealth. Thank you so much for coming in support of Jeannie's foundation.
Thank you, Maureen, for allowing us to be in this lovely home where I spent 4 very entertaining years. One of my board members just asked me what the unscripted, uncensored story was, the most exciting thing that happened in the house, and I said, I really can't talk. Even though I've known you a long time. But Maureen has done a wonderful job with getting ready to celebrate this house's 200th birthday. March 13th, 2013, James Barber, the governor at the time, moved into this house for the very first time, and it's the longest continually lived-in governor's mansion in the entire United States. And we are having she's having a huge celebration was already started with the book that's coming out in October, some portraits of some ladies who used to live here that are being unveiled on Monday, and of course the big celebration next spring. So just think of yourselves as very fortunate to live in a state with this kind of caring, not only for education, but for maintaining the historic properties that we all love. Today I want to talk a little bit about a corporation, an individual, and a foundation who have made the work of the Virginia Literacy Foundation so extraordinarily successful in the last 10 years. And it's been 10 years since Verizon, once called AT&T, before that called C&P, supporting the Literacy Foundation in those 10 years. And they've been supporting us for 25, but in the last 10 years, with over $1 million. And this has been done through their foundation, as well as the Checkoff for Literacy program that some of you may remember in your phone bills from not too long ago. Through a generous grant of $250,000, Verizon Foundation, this is the last 250 of the million, has established adult literacy programs in rural and far suburban and underserved areas that are not as strong as they need to be to provide for the needs of the citizens. It's called VIP, and it's a Virginia improvement program, and it's specifically funded by Verizon. It's my pleasure to introduce to you I'm going to get this name right now, BK, because you keep changing positions. Vice President, Mid-Atlantic Region, State Government Affairs, and my friend, BK Fulton.
Thank you for that, lady, guest, two first ladies, of course. We're lucky today. It's an honor for us to be here on behalf of colleagues and our employees throughout the globe. Verizon has had a long-standing commitment to literacy and education programs. In the last, actually, since 2000, right here in Virginia, we've committed over $7.7 million to education programs. In the last decade plus, we've partnered with the Literacy Foundation to support literacy programs throughout the Commonwealth. And they've been a strong partner. We believe that literacy is critical to 21st century learning, and those skills are important to help young people and adults to enter the economic mainstream. As you've heard, today we're proud to announce a donation of $250,000 to support the VIP program here in Virginia.
The best thing is that this VIP program that this check will be help funding is represented here today by some members from those groups that are receiving beginning of their training today.